working, you complain and feel the pressure crashing over me. I understand you're losing patience, cause it feels like an eternity. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars on the sidewalk. We'll throw all the bills away, cause that shit's all paid. It's exciting. So won't you tell me, what are
shots into Tokyo, and Tokyo needs to. I don't think he knows the dangerous situation he is in, but he perhaps is able to spoil it up. To sense it. Oh my god! The Kobe Biao got ammo wrecked! Uh-oh, I think he is indeed in trouble. Can't move back, because if he moves back, the ice ball will be ready to... Oh! Good night, everyone. I mean, good evening, everyone. We are in Previous Skill Tournament first series, day 3 on the EU server, and it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Autumn season 2021. A lot of streamers are following the different groups tonight. Are we the only one following Group 2? Rolling Swan will be following Group 3 with Eric Names Taken following Group 1. Meanwhile, we have Fujit playing in Vale's second team, and I believe it's also Group 1. So that's actually take a look at the format of the Previous Skill Tournament. The first day will be it is a 4-team double elimination played in a best of 3 series. Meanwhile, we have the second day, 4-team double elimination played also in the best of 3 series. We also have the third day, 8-team single elimination with match for 3rd place. Quarterfinals and semifinals will be in the best of 5, and the finals and the match for 3rd place will be in the best of 7. And we're currently on the 3rd day. The seeding is based on the strongest principle. Yes, we got a viewer now via weighted win rate, and hopefully we'll get actually some people watching this stream in the end. But top 2 of each group from the first day would advance to the second day, and the top 2 of each group from the second day would advance to the third day. And finally, the leaderboard is ranked in the descending order of the number of cups. And here are the number of cups each clan can earn. I have to emphasize it's each clan, not each team. So if a clan sends 2 teams, the team that does the best in all 3 days in total will get will earn the cups for the clan, not every single day. The best team in every single day. It's best team in all 3 days. So if your team, for example, let's say your Noble team, let's get the clan tag to be Noble. If Noble first team gets the first place and the second team gets the second place on the first day, and the first team gets the second place and the second team gets the first place, Noble clan will not get first number of cups for the first place and second place and the first place for first and second day. So it will be the team which gets more cups in total for the first 2 days, whether it's going to be first day first place or plus second day second place, or first day second place plus second day first place. I know it's a little bit confusing, but I mean, I've done the maths already, so it will be the team that gets the first place on the first day and second place on the second day. That team will get more cups than the team that gets second place on the first day and the first place on the second day. Don't worry if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but the leaderboard should be updated accordingly. And this is going to be the timeline, autumn season, the schedule. If you know that already, Thursday, the games were on Thursday. However, that was changed to Wednesday. That is because the update is coming tomorrow, not today. So that was changed pretty much from yesterday. The autumn season is going to be as follows. In the bottom left hand corner, here is going to be the overview of the entire autumn season. And the schedule will begin with the quarterfinal in around 11 minutes, and then the semi-final, and finally the final Here is my top 8 guess. I'm going to guess APA, BPS, A1M1, Endgame, Loca, Immortals, Raid, and Jones. So that's all I have to say. And I will let's see the groups for see the seeding for each group. Group 2 we have BPS in the semi-final already, and they will see if it's going to be Phoenix or Recom, and we know APA will be facing Quake's first team tonight, and they will be joined and they will be facing either Veil or another team that you will see very soon. Group 3 we have Loca in the semi-finals already. Immortal second team against TTT. Meanwhile, Jones versus HSOP against either Raid or Devo, with Group 1 having Endgame and also Immortals first team already in the semi-final. And A1M1 versus Cash in the quarterfinal, and the winner of that will face Endgame. Veil second team against Rep 3, and that will be streamed by Fujit in his own POV. And Group 2, Veil's first team against ASP. And we still have some time left, and looking at the leaderboard on the other side, and you can see here, Endgame, Loca, BPS, Raid, Jones, A1M1, Immortals, and Phoenix currently in the first place with 8,835 cups. And APA, Veil, TTT, and Recom tied in the 9th place with 8,629 cups. Astra, Dragons, and Sparta in the 13th place, 8,432 cups. But that will be changed tonight because these clans, they are not playing tonight, so they will drop further down. But HSOP, ASP, Rep 3, Debo, and Cash, and you didn't see Quake, which is also having the same number of cups here, 8,335, but they will earn more cups than Astra, Dragons, and Sparta tonight, and they will overtake them, and you will see Quake's clan tag on the leaderboard soon. So I hope everything has been briefed. And I think the room should be up very soon. Great. So hopefully I will receive room invites in any moment. And I'm just going to get some containers, and I have to play some games today later. Maybe if I have a break, then I will play some games because I need to get some missions done. But we'll see. I probably would do some analysis for the semi-final, but maybe not for the quarter-final. I mean, I have quite a lot of missions. I haven't played a single game today, so I need to do some missions. So we'll do it through the streams. At the same time, I think we are seeing some streams going on. Rolling Swarm, Fujit, and Every will be streaming tonight as well. And let's see, the room should be up very soon. And I almost played the music from Fujit's stream. It's not going to be the case. Ooh. And maybe the room should be up soon. And I'm very happy about the Asia stream earlier. Lots of really great matches. There are no rewards for watching the stream. Hello Stars, and I haven't seen you for a really long time, so very glad you are back now. So Stephen, no rewards for watching the stream. And well, actually I got more views than yesterday's stream on both Asia and EU earlier on the Asia stream, so that is fantastic. Thank you for a lot of for lots of views on the Asia server. But I believe today maybe we will not have that many, but glad that you have chosen to watch this stream. But I mean, you can watch a lot of streams tonight. You have a lot of people that you could follow. But thank you for watching mine as well, and we'll have a room invite in any moment. And I am getting the room invite. It's going to be APA on Canal versus Quick's first team, or maybe the second. But this is, I mean, they have to specify which team is the first. But I believe this is the first team, but they might send their second team to the challengers. I don't know. This is what I am thinking of, because the first team here, most of them are not eligible to participate in the next stage, because most of them are not from the EU region. But I digress. Maybe it's not, but we will find out soon. Here we go, APA. Canal is a map that would favor lots of cat play, so don't be phased if you're seeing an FV405. This is probably the only map that you can use FV405. Very great tank to punish whoever's trying to cross through the open area over to A. And the 405, despite the high stature and also relatively bad armor profile, the DPM and also the burst damage could be detrimental. So we are seeing here, maybe might be going for lots of clippers, but Quick also might be going for lots of clippers as well. So we'll find out soon what's going to happen here. Hopefully Quick will show up with all 7 players. They are ready with quadruple M6 by Striker, Mr. Daddy, Sergey, and Caratel. Maybe they will have more people joining soon. They have 3 minutes to go, so hopefully they will show up with everyone. APA on the other hand, Yennefer in the FV405, Ernest potentially in the 263, Sinkiernika in the E100, Macheo, and also Ossio double 50B, double M60 by Machinek and Reaction. Ossio has changed into an M60, so it's going to be a triple M60, but this is looking really worrying for Quick. They only have 5 players here, and if it continues this way, APA would have a huge advantage going into this game. Let's hope Quick will show up with enough players. And I mean, on Asia server early on, every team has shown up with 7 players, I believe. Although I can't confirm, but at least the teams I was following showed up with 7. But we have Valucha, I think. Valucha. Please correct me if I pronounce your name wrong. Valicha or Valicha. I think the U is an I in Russian. So Valicha. Hopefully I got it right. So Valicha in the IS4. Hopefully they will have another person showing up. They have 1 minute and around 30 seconds left. Oh, they have 7. Great. So Quick have 7 players. So we have Chief. Also the M60 making it to a quintuple M60s for Quick. Gorilla is also an interesting choice. It can snipe really far from the northwestern corner, but it can be a pain. It can be problematic if Quick has to rotate, because Gorilla does not have any armor at all and doesn't have any turret, so it's probably not the best tank to rotate. So they are now changing into a more safer lineup with Cedric, Innovatus Light, Chief. Now changing to the IS4, so they have deducted an M60 from their lineup. But still, we are seeing an octuple M60 setup across both teams. I mean, APA, Ossio changing into the M60 instead. what are we going to see? We're going to see here. We'll find out Sylvanio and the Witcher on the subs bench. Quick, no one's going to spectate here, and Canal all about the caps. Whoever has a cap lead will have a huge advantage defending. And I think both clans here have practiced a lot in rotating when they don't have the cap advantage, because it's so commonly trained. It might seem to be really difficult to get the rotation right, but the training would mean that you're familiar with how the rotation will go. So let's see if either APA or Quick will do a group rotation, and it is actually going to be expected they're going to do a good rotation, but we'll find out here. I'm not sure if they're saying hello to me, but hey, APA, red team on the north spawn with Quick, blue team on the south spawn. Let's see what they are going to do, and I mean, let's double check. Everything is working fine. I'm going to include Quick's clan logo after this, so apologies if your clan logo is not here just yet. Osseo is going for B, but C is going to be shot at by APA. They know how to reset C, and Quick knows how to cap C, but the left side of the circle now is getting dealt with by APA. They know how to position their tanks to reset C now, so you can't really capture from the left or right side of the circle now. So the south side, you have this problem, and that means APA has the cap lead and Quick is forced to rotate. But Chief of Staff is trying to get out of this, but got shot once and twice, and Quick already down by more than 2,000 hit points. Valija also lost some hit points. It seems Chief of Staff is having some issues with ping. Stopped momentarily, almost meant that Valija would take more and more hits, but in the end they didn't. Hello Kumi Specials, how are you doing? We're seeing now it's all on Quick that needs to do rotation, but APA has not dropped any hit points here, so they have a solid advantage. With APA trying to blind fire into the bushes, they aren't meeting anyone, so it's really difficult for APA to do anything here. I mean, Quick to do anything. The rotations has to be decisive, but it's going to be extremely difficult. They can try their hand once again on C, but we can't guarantee that Chief of Staff will get C unharmed, trying to capture C behind this collapsible building. But will APA have any, will sense that someone is behind that collapsible building? It's probably, oh, they almost got it, they almost got it. We heard a bounce. Oh, a shot into Chief of Staff, double tap. And a track shot, will they be killed? Another track shot! Holy. Chief of Staff might get permatracked, but APA seems to be unable to kill off Chief of Staff. Would have been already 736. Quick getting C would not do much, but at least that will help them in rotation in the later stages, because both teams now have 2 caps, so what Quick needs to do, maybe trying to get a capsule on B, but they do not want to do it at the start. APA will be putting everyone to stop B from getting captured. I mean, this is pretty much no-brainer for APA, because A is just deeply housed within APA's territory, but B is not. B is actually pretty close to where the Quick's forces are, so all eyes on B right now. So Quick, if they have trained a lot of times, they know that they can't go for B first. They have to get a rotation first, get a rotation in first, distract APA's forces, and maybe steal B under their noses. And this is probably what I'm thinking Quick will do in the next minute or so. But APA will have 800 hit cap points very soon, so I think this is going to descend into entropy. Quick, those 3 tanks are going in the open. They're trying to find Macheo here. Macheo, let's look at what Macheo is trying to do, trying to spot the tanks up, pulling back here, but the M6Os of Quick are now getting punished, trying to cross, but they are a little bit slow. Will APA be able to kill one of the M6O before they're able to get into way? They are not able to do so. Oh, Sergey is now dead. This is an important kill right here. APA now has 940 cap points. They can get more cap points if they can kill Striker. Striker is now really low. Machida kills off Striker, and that would mean AP will get the first match here. APA 1-0 to Quick. Oh, final aid. Oh my goodness me. That is quite cruel, but Quick simply spawned from the south side, can't quite get C, and when they tried to get C, they almost lost the tank, and they tried to rotate the M60, but APA has crossfire into those M60s, and one of them got shut down before they are able to shoot anything on near A, and APA, they don't have to do a lot of damage. In fact, only one of them did more than 2,000 damage, but they were very comfortable with the cap lead, and they don't have to do much to rotate, and this is a very quick game from APA, and I mean, I closed Spider. I need to open it up once again. Hopefully I will get the application up before the next match starts, so hopefully the scoreline will be updated accordingly. Now, Quick is going to take quadruple M60s by Striker, Mr. Daddy, Sergey, and Karatel. Valija in the IS-4 alongside Chief. We also have Cedric in the Focus Light. On the other hand, APA quadruple M60s by Yennefer, Sin, Kiev, Nika, Machinek, and Reaction with Ernest and Macheo. In the double Focus Light, Osseo and the 50B, the singular 50B. Hopefully 10 seconds left to go. Hopefully Spider is going to load up soon. Still not showing up. Here you go. Please apologize. The scoreline is not going to be updated, but it will be updated once Spider the application has loaded in. I'm just going to hop in and out. We will have a lot of time, lots of downtime, but I can guarantee that I hope. I mean, I can't really guarantee, but I hope that this is going to show up soon. This is going to be updated soon. So let's see. APA Red Team South Spawn with Quick Blue Team North Spawn. We're seeing APA putting their tanks. The M60, they are going to go for a quick push, I suppose. Mr. Teddy Bear is just going down. Oh, I think this is going to descend into Pandemonium very, very soon. Good shots into Mr. Teddy Bear, double shots. And B is trying to be captured by Quick, but I think that might not be possible. AP with those M60s trying to focus the tanks out of the game first, and you can hear that Spider is now up. But this is going to be a big brawl fest, and let's see if I can just update the everything immediately. Just please wait for me for a moment, and it will update soon. No, wrong group. Now it should be updated, so we missed quite a lot of stuff. Sorry about this one. C will be captured by APA, so initial rush from APA didn't quite work out, but it doesn't really matter because, well, it matters a bit. But they have a lot of hit points, hit point pool advantage. Quick got A and B more quickly here. D has been captured by APA. But I really like what APA is trying to do, is trying to reset whoever's trying to go to B and trying to steal C under noses, trying to distract Quick for getting shots into C. So I really like what APA was doing at the start. And it's now all about holding, and I just think we're going to wait for a long while until some action's been action will go soon. So I mean, in the meantime, just let me update this so we can see Quick's logo in here. Okay, so I think now it should show. Let me just rerun the program, and hopefully Quick's clan logo will show up anytime soon. Here we go. Quick's clan logo is now here. And here we go. Quick still holding. They are under heavy hit point disadvantage, but they have the cap lead, so they can take a deep breath, try to chip away hit points of APA. But APA did a fantastic job in chipping away a lot of hit points of Quick. So what can you do in this situation? I mean, obvious weak spots will be those M60Os near this area. I mean, they are not very healthy at the moment. Striker is also quite low, but I mean, the tanks a bit low in the hit points are packed very far back and on the battlefield. But if I were quick, they're trying to defend from a lot of angles, so APA, they just have to consolidate on one single lane and push from that. They have to be, well, maybe they will take another lane somewhere to get the crossfire and pins and trying to pincer better. But they have to work in tandem. They have to work all together. They have to be decisive. And I would say either would work, but they don't really know which side is weaker. But I would say Felicia's side would be weaker, but I don't seem to think that they know about this. So any side would do. They just have to make that push, decisive push. I'm looking at this. Let's follow Yennefer here. Down in the bottom, passing through the canal, quick spotted up those tanks. Caratel has received the shots, a great crossfire here, but Yennefer will be meeting Mr. Daddy Bear. No, Striker receives a shot, but Yennefer is blocking the way. This is not good start for APA, but they still have a lot of hit points to spare. Meanwhile, APA has now made a move to shut down Chief of Staff, trying to prevent APA from getting B, but Yennefer is now dead. And Chief of Staff is now dead. They are still unable to get a cap lead though. But if they can kill another tank and not have reaction die, they can win this one. And B is now getting cap stopped by Quick with Striker now really low. Character is now low. That kill would mean Osseo. No, from Osseo would mean APA would get the second match. It's going to be 2-0 now for APA. Match point to APA. Quick. I think the inexperience here is really showing. And APA a lot more tournament experience. They know what they are capable of. They know what they're doing. 2 tanks doing more than 2k. Quick, none of the tanks doing more than 2k and lost the cap lead. And a lot of hit points at the start too. So they were not in a good position to begin with. So APA kind of masterclass they are showing at the moment. And we're now onto Mine Ruins. Only Endgame can win this World Championship, not BPS, not Loca, not Raid. I mean, Raid already won. That's fair enough, anyway. Oh, and now we are on to Mine Ruins, which is very heavy oriented. We are seeing Quick going with triple M60Os by Sergey, Caratel, and Mr. Daddy. Felicia and the E100 alongside Cedric. Simon, oh no, actually Simon changing into T22 with Cedric in the biggest light instead. Caratel maybe changing into back. Quick is having some problems with deciding the tanks. Are we seeing a Death Star? No, Ernest is going to play in the Chinese heavy tank, WZ1158 in the collector tank here. Yennefer in the 1-3. Yeah, Osseo Mouse, Kira Nika, E100 Macheo, Vic's Light Machinek, M60O, and Reaction 50B. Ernest is now changing into Crown Bargain, a more usual Clan Wars tank, but Quick has now made their mind up. They are going with triple M60O, double D100. A T22 and a Vic's Light. And now we are on Mine Ruins, 2-0 for APA so far. There we go. Osseo has tagged Sector 6, the area they need to pay attention to. But I mean, let's follow Macheo for now. Macheo is going to be the important tank to get spotted, but Cedric could join, could link up with Macheo soon, could get spotted. Maybe Macheo is actually standing here, trying to get Cedric shot spotted, but I mean, he could land a shot into Cedric, he does, and we'll be going for the other way, maybe going for C. And we are seeing APA's heavy tanks going into the middle side with Machinek and the M60O looking to get overview over to C. Oh, I think that was another good shot by Machinek, but good shot in Sergey. Quick already dropping some hit points. Not a brilliant start for Quick here. APA catching Quick a bit off guard. They might be a little bit slow to get their positions at here, but Yennefer in that 1-3, I think it's really in position. Might get a lot of shots in. Chivo Star receives a big beating from APA, and APA simply, I think, it's snowballing for them with Simon now getting tagged and getting killed. Ossie in the mouse is a distraction, so that means now AP is now trying to push from the other side. Sergey looking the wrong way, allowing Machinek, not really, Machinek's looking for Chief of Staff in the end. But I mean, that mouse has bounced a lot of shells. APA could win this one with more than 10,000 hit points still on the battlefield. Sergey now dead. We are now seeing the E100s getting taken out next. Cedric in that biggest light, a bit low too, but Valicha has received the focus from APA. Osteo still alive for unbeknownst reasons, and reaction ramming into Caratel. I mean, what more they could do now? They don't have to do much, and it really looks like APA will still have more than 10,000 hit points remaining on the battlefield, and Yennefer, oh, receives a low roll from Cedric, meaning potentially, and finally APA winning with 7 tanks remaining on the battlefield, more than 10,000 hit points altogether remaining. We're streaming this on the NA server. Fishy will stream tonight, and I mean, look at this. APA 6 tanks doing more than 2k. Quake 2 players doing 0 damage. Sergey only able to put 1 shot in, and only 1 tank doing more than 2k for Quake. Quake definitely looked very off. They looked to be completely outplayed. I hope that Quake's going to learn a lot from this game. But they have a lot to improve, including not dropping too many hit points at the start and conserving hit points in general. And hopefully Quake is going to come back stronger, but this is really not their night for them. But they are in the top 16, so that's what matters the most for them, I would say. Top 16 or top 20. I think top 18 probably. But APA comfortably cruising through to the quarterfinal. Alright, let's look at the results of other groups. So, okay, so let's actually begin with Group 1. Group 1, we have Endgame and also Immortals through already. So what's going to be the result of Cash versus A1M1? It's going to be A1M1 3-0 against Cash, so that is a decisive victory. And meanwhile, we have Veil's second team against Rap 3, and Rap 3 beats Veil 3-0, and they're going to meet Immortals' first team. So so that's not something that Fujit will be happy about tonight, but they got outplayed by Rep 3. Congratulations to Rep 3. They are now in through to the semi-final. And we are now seeing Group 2. We know APA 3-0 against Quake's first team, and Phoenix and Rackham. What's going to be the results here? Phoenix, they're still playing against Rackham, and we will see if it's going to be Veil or ASP meeting APA. It's going to be Veil beating ASP 3-1. It's going to be APA versus Veil next. Group 3, we have Immortal second team against TTT. So, what's going to be the final result? Oh, it's going to be Immortal second team beating TTT 3-0. So that is a good result for Immortal second team. And meanwhile, we have Jones versus HSOP. It's going to be Jones still playing against HSOP, so anything can still happen. We might see an upset, we'll never know. Finally, we have Raid versus Demo. Raid. have won Demo of 3-0. So they are joining whoever's going to come and who is going to win in the bracket of Jones and HSOP, but Raid probably going to be in the top 8 tonight. I mean, let's look at the scoreboard now. Let's update the scoreboard. I mean, we know BPS are through to the semi-final. Vale, their second team, I think, will be through. Meanwhile, we have Endgame already through. Phoenix are still playing against Rackham, but we can assign cups for them. Immortals are through, so well done. We also have A1M1 through already. Local through, we know that. TTT are out. Rackham are still playing. ASP are out. And we also know that APA are through. Jones are still playing. HSSP is still playing. Raid are through officially. Cash are out. Quick are out, obviously. And Rap is through. Rap 3 is through, and Quick Demo is out. So I mean, this is going to be the bracket. Hello Capsule, how are you doing? The leaderboard is now as follows. Endgame, BPS, Raid, A1M1, Immortals and Loca still tied in first place. We don't know the result of Jones and Phoenix yet. They can rejoin with the clans above in the first place, APA in 7th. We also have Vale in the 10th place. Now, Rackham 11th alongside TTT, 9,306 cups. Rat 3 is now in 13th place. Cash, Demo, ASP, maybe ASP. Well, Cash, Demo, ASP, and Quick are out, so they are going to be finishing at least in the 15th position. We don't know what is going to happen for HSOP. Will HSOP win against Jones and surprise us all? We'll find out soon. And we'll play a game first, and we'll do some missions on the way. And let's see what tank would I get. What should I win? No, any tank type would be fine. I need to play an encounter. I think I have encounter enabled. Yes, I have encounter enabled. I played medium tanks yesterday and I did horrendously bad with the TVP, so I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play with. Oh, I got some birthday. 103. I think I'll go 103, and then I'll go to the left side of this list. Yes, NA server is going to be starting very late. If you're watching on the E server, then maybe if you want to stay up late, then go for fishy, mate. If not, then probably not a good idea. Let's go, Yamato Harbor. No, no idea. I don't think anyone's streaming. I think I'm in BPS group, so maybe BPS will be in the final, and maybe we'll get to stream that. But it's going to be APA versus Vale's first team next. Hello, Object 3, how are you doing? Hopefully you're ready for your next match. And let's see if I can go aggressive. Batchat was asked to run, which I totally agree with. Meanwhile, I mean, I think that Motion is isolated. Please don't run away from me. Like, well, no. Oh, come back and oh, I bounced you. No, you bounced me, so you bounced me once again, but I bounced you, so it's equal now. Nice. No, there are no rewards for watching this stream. No keys. Don't ask for keys. You will not get your keys, and you will never get your keys. So, I'm sensing something behind me, so I'm going for 704 quickly. And we might. Oh, we have chance. We have chance. We have good chance actually. We just cannot F this up. Oh, nice one. I'm going for the E5. Ah, nice. Or maybe I'm following Loka in the end. So, welcome. Hello again, Loka. Nice to see you. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Right. Bye. And that is not difficult. Not a difficult game, and our teammates are doing really well. Okay, so I mean I didn't do a lot, but it's enough to win the match for the team. So, and I'm leveling up. Good, and let's see if we have more results coming through. What matches have we not gone through so far? I will need to do the power rating for the Asia server after the stream, but we are seeing we don't. Okay, we know Group 1. We need to know Phoenix versus Rackham. No, actually, Avery's not going to stream BPS. He is going to be following Group 1 endgame, I believe, later on. So, Phoenix versus Rackham. Do we have a result here? They still played. It could go to a tiebreaker at this point. And finally, we have Jones versus HSOP, and Jones have won it, beating HSOP 3-1. So congratulations to Jones, and HSOP got a game from Jones. So that is pretty impressive, I have to say. Jones is it's a really great team, and if you can win, a single match against a top 4 team, potential top 4 contender, then you have a good night. You're doing really good. I mean, Cash did really well yesterday until the grand final, where they pretty much fell off. But it doesn't matter. What matters the most is that they qualified to do games today. And I mean, now it's going to be Jones versus Raid in the semi-final. Locust versus Immortal second team. BPS against either Phoenix or Rackham. Immortal's first team against Rep 3. And we also have Endgame versus A1M1. And we don't know whether it's going to be Phoenix or Rackham joining BPS in the semi-final. But I think APA and Vale's first team will be a good watch. It will be extremely exciting. So we will play another match, shall we? We'll go Super Conqueror now. Okay, so we still have a lot of time left. Oh dear. Oh, Fake is like, ha ha ha. Fake, no, Fake is CR, hello. I didn't see you there. But, you're going to bounce me. And I'm going to put another shot in you. Maybe I actually can use HE from that in that situation. I'm not bothered to use that. Maybe. Oh, you bounced. I spot you once again. No. Okay, so 5 tanks in the northwestern corner will make a move now. Because I think we are falling apart there. And I think there was a TD somewhere behind. So we know where 6 tanks are, we're just missing 1 tank. Can I actually side scrape? No, I think IS-7 is held down, so let's not risk that. And rather Traeger, we are falling apart. This is not looking good. You know, I'm just going to support. Let's see if I can know it's hard. Ooh, Traeger tries to push. Maybe that was a terrible idea to try to make a push like that. I don't think it's winnable though at this point. Oh, how dare you! Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to help me. I think we'll be using Ishi, yeah. That's to be expected. How long? 51 passes the next match, so that's going to be around 90 minutes. Okay, so let's head into another one. No. Let's try once again, and let's see. Phoenix versus Rackham, do we have results? We do not have a result. Rackham winning 3-2 against Phoenix. That is a hard and long grind, but they've done it. Rackham are through, and Phoenix are knocked out for tonight. And if we can update leaderboard, let's change the scene. We know that now Phoenix are out, TT are out, Rackham are through, Jones are through. If I where 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'm missing 1 because Immortals 2 teams here. And looking at the new leaderboard, updated leaderboard with Jones and also Rackham going to the semi-finals. And this is going to be the table for you now. Phoenix will be settling outside of the top 8 tonight, but Rackham will be joining APA in the 8th place, tied 9,596 cups, and it all depends on whether APA and Rackham are in the same group, so whether either one of them will have a higher position for tonight. So either one of them will be out of top 8 for tonight. And at the same time, Endgame, BPS, Ray, Jones, A1M1, Immortals, and Loka would still be in the first place. But anything can still happen. Veil is still in the game, in the fight. We also have Rap 3 also in the fight. So anything can still change. They still have to do really good, and Veil could get into top 8 potentially. We never know. So now, we still have a lot of time with playing our game. We'll try the Super Conqueror once again. See, we have some luck this time. Okay, it seems this is going to be a good pace, but our medium's going the wrong way. But the motion was... what's that? What's that move? No, that was a terrible shot. Oh wow, well, what is Motion doing on the other team? Oh, well, that was not a good move there. Well, that probably wasn't a good move from me either. But we are getting shot from the left. This is why you need to take a tank to the left, especially a medium. But I could understand that 1 versus 3 will be a tough match. So let's see if I can support from behind and stop these tanks from flanking from behind. Oh, I mean, let's see if I can. No, I can't. That chat's did a good job. Got it. Thought the pain could be a problem, but that E50M, not sure what it's trying to do. No support from the teammates. I think that would be a terrible move here. You can actually use HE. And actually don't need to use HE. And will the back chat show up? Yes. And eat my HE. There we go. And I'm 60, I know you're there. And are you staying here where you are? Oh, that was a terrible shot. I should not have used HE in this situation there. That's M60, hello there. But I need some help. I don't think I will be able to DPM, out DPM that next M60. Oh, I need to call for help. Oops. No, the Batchat's going to kill me. They are going to make me pay for not using the normal ammunition for that. But I think we should be able to win this one. I mean, we should. T62A is still really healthy. Unless, barring some unfortunate circumstances, we should be able to win this one. Unless T62A got killed by the Death Star, that would be a different story, but you never know. No. Oh dear, oh dear. We might be in trouble. T62A, come on. Come on, can you do it? Kill that. Oh no! They are now in safety, so that's not a bad thing. Oh. Panzer bounced. Okay, I think T62, you need to rotate. You can't stay here because you're not going to be able to do anything. They're showing their frontal armor flank. The only thing you do is flank. Come on. No. Maybe Hori. Maybe Hori. No, I don't think so. But this is getting exciting. Yeah, maybe Hori can flank. Should be the tank to flank. Maybe that could work. I think if Hori tries to go up, then maybe the Counter Panzer would turn the turret the other way. Oh, good, good. T62 is now rotating. That's what I need to see. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, oh no, oh no. What was that? Come on. Hey, there we go, there we go. Potentially, Calf Panzer could kill that off. But please, Hori, you need to go. Yeah, well, maybe Hori's going. Yeah, Hori's going. Come on, T228, stay alive. All you need to do is stay alive. Just like the Bee Gees. Oh, that was painful. Oh no. Do we still have a chance? We might. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Can do it, Hori. Oh! Oh, that was painful. That was painful to watch. How did we throw this one away? I mean, T62 didn't play well either, to be honest with you. That was heartbreaking. I thought we would have this in the bag. It's not the case. I'm going to get my revenge now. I'm feeling... Okay, good. I'll try. Well, I dodged that, apparently. Would have been terribly painful. But I won't risk. Okay, so 3. So where's the other TD? That's a good question there. But I suppose I can cross the river, because it would have been spotted by achievement anyway, and see if I can spot more TD. I have a feeling it's congregated near the TD, near where their star was, and I was right about this. Hello, so let me farm you all. Oh, how did you do that? Okay, that star is coming for me. I am not happy. I want to track you. I did track you. Please don't put a shot in me. Thank you very much. Oh, maybe I will get a shot. I'm ready to get a shot from you. That was a lame one. Ciao, adios. Oh, that actually went in. Good, good. I thought that wouldn't, but it did. Let's see. I am a bit. Oh, you didn't just do it. Wow. Oh, that was just a tiny fraction late. But yeah. Too many TDs in the same position. You need to spread out a little bit for sniping to get more angles. because that will be free real estate for you on the northwestern corner for the other team. Don't stay in the same spots. Spread out a little bit. Couple of different angles. That's what TD is supposed to be for. Fear factor. You have the fear factor. You have that high alpha gun. And the room is up. And I'm getting some more prices, but now we go into the room and change. It's now going to be APA versus Veil. And I think Veil will show up soon. They have around 4 minutes to go. One like and I play Death Star. You mean like my stream? Do you mean this? What like are you talking about? Well, yeah, love to see you in the Death Star actually. That CPU could do a lot of damage. And against Veil, if you actually win with a Death Star, that could be amusing. Alright, so more people are showing up for Veil's team. Ernest is now on the suspend, maybe. Yennefer doesn't allow Ernest to play the Death Star, so Ernest will spectate. And Marcinek or the Witcher, I think they're trying. Oh, are they going to all spectate, isn't it? What are they doing? Or what are they doing now? And this is really sad to hear. You have to trust your teammates. I think it's just a rarity that that False Creek game happened like that, but you don't want to play only for yourself. You need to play for the team in order to get better win rate. Actually, usually AU server you can play with your team. You can trust your teammates, but Veil not ready yet. They're still thinking, they're still figuring out what strategy to use. Valraya is the first one to ready up in the IS4. And APA. One minute and 10 seconds remaining to go, so... What lineup will they take in the end? My Ruins is a map that is pretty heavy oriented because it's quite flat, but the middle side can be quite important to get held down and to overlook at B, but you will either want to get strats close to A or C, or maybe both, but that will spread your team quite a lot. So most of the time, teams would just send tanks, medium tanks, over to the northwestern corner, which I suppose should be C, and super heavy tanks like Mouse, E100, and maybe VK, and the VK90 presumably over there. IS4 I would say as well. So now that both teams are not taking any IS4, a lot of clippers, it will favor a lot of rotations. We might see a lot of rotations later in here on Mine Ruins. So let's go in. APA North team, North spawn, red team, blue team, Vale, South spawn. And Ernest will not be taking a Death Star because no one likes like that. I'm very sorry, Ernest, for that. Let's head up high. This should be a good one because both Vale and APA are looking to get into the top 8, and APA will they dispatch Vale as easily as the games against Quake. We'll find out soon. And we're going to be seeing Kirovats in that T22. We'll be spotting up Yennefer. Maybe we'll put a shot in. Oh, great shot from Kirovats there. But Kirovats may be in some sort of trouble because AP are now in position to shut down tanks trying to go aggressive near B. And I mean, you can see APA, great horizontal straight line here. Macheo trying to get some spots down the bridge here, land bridge. And Vale is now trying to make a move and get aggressive near C. Reaction trying to get C, but no, they're just ignoring downright, trying to hold down. Let's look down here. Trying to pincer case and Kirovats. I think that could work. And also that mouse trying to be a distraction for Vale. But Vale needs, oh my goodness me, oh my lord, what just happened right here? The HE shell from behind meant that reaction would be taken out in no time. Pencil case is now dead, but the hit points are now in favor of Vale because of that focus on reaction. I'm not sure if reaction would be happy about this, but Sinkaronika also is now dead. I can see Sinkaronika will be going for Elysium, I think. And it's a good shot there. Yennefer is now dead. It's now 4 versus 6. Vale is looking very strong here, and they're looking for Mateo next and APA. I think that 50B, they got a little bit too confident in making a pincer movement only for Vale to flank from behind, and those shots, HE shots from behind, turned things around. Task to Kill is now dead. It's now 3 versus 4. AP could still have a chance, but it's looking more likely that Vale is going to take home the first win here. No Pan takes a hit from Vanu, and Vanu misses onto No Pan. Kirovats, it might be sensing something from below. It's going to be Macheo trying to flank from below, but will be shut down by Foul Rider. It is going to be a case, leaving Sinkaronika and Vanu the last persons standing. No Pen will be putting a great shot into Vanu, and he will be tracked. And it's a bounce onto Vanu from No Pen. And Kirovats in that T22. Now Vale is going aggressive, and Kirovats might be blocking Valrider a little bit, but I don't think that will be too much of a big deal. Vanu last person standing, and Vale will get the first match. Well done to Vale, and this is more like the Vale that we know, and they can't forget what happened on the first day. This is a good match for them. Vanu, the M60 Prime, doing more than 5,000 damage, but wasn't enough to inspire the team to win, mainly because reaction got a little bit too audacious with that move in that 50B. Didn't really quite realize what is lurking from behind. Vale 6 tanks doing more than 2k. Great damage sharing here, and they are looking really strong at the start. Vale take home the first one. Okay, now we're going for the second batch on Mine Ruins, and I think APA, I like their aggression, but they have to be mindful of what tanks they were taking, and absolutely that 50B should not be doing it alone, and might might appreciate some support, to be honest with you, and you do not want to be in a situation where your backside is shown towards Vale, towards the other team, and gets punished for a lot, and suddenly you're under more than 1,000 hit points of disadvantage. And I think after this game, I would need to go to the bathroom. So please, I will see if we have enough time for analysis. But I'm really feeling a bit uncomfortable with my nose. But let's go. APA reaction to 50B, triple M60 by Ernestine and also Venue. Also the mouse, Macheo in the Vegas Light, and Yennefer in the WZ. And let's head up high now. APA, red team on the south spawn with Vale blue team on the north spawn. And we are now seeing APA in those M60Os trying to go to the middle, and Vale, this time, they are actually playing it really defensive at the start. So let's see what's going to happen. C is going to be captured by Macheo. And AP are now in the middle. Nothing much is happening over to the Vale side. They might be expecting a rush over to the A side. A side, sorry. But I don't think that's happening. And Valride is trying to go to B. Elysium going past. Oh, there's a bounce. That's Elysium would not be happy about. I mean, Osseo is angled up really nicely. I mean, look at Osseo right now, taking some hits in the mouse. Not a great start for Osseo. Vale's trying to focus the mouse. Oh, I think he's now panzered. He's now in deep trouble. And could be taken out in no time. I mean, hit points are now in huge favor of Vale. B is now captured. A is now captured as well. Ernest and Reaction now trying to shut down Pensacase, trying to support Osseo. They are now focusing on Pensacase, but Pensacase now down to half the hit points. But hit points are still actually in favor of Vale by quite a fair margin. But I think Valrider will be in deep trouble. A bit too advanced here. The M60Os could land a lot of shells onto Valrider. This is actually going to be really close with APA dropping more and more hit points. This is descended into Entropy with Pensacase. Great shot into Ernest though. Hit points still in favor of Vale. Vale also got 2 caps here. Valrider is now dead. But lots and lots are happening. Macheo from behind trying to kill off Tusken Killer. And since this is going to be the case, it's going to be 6 versus 4. And Vale, if they are not careful enough, APA could get it. Reaction is now dead. They need to start killing off tanks that are one-shots. Otherwise, they will be under a numerical disadvantage. But they have now killed off Vandu, meaning it's now 4 versus 4. The guns are even. Ernest is now dead, but there is still 2 really healthy tanks on the APA side. Yennefer is now one-shot killed by Yennefer. Killed by No Pen, and Sinclair of Nika is trying to tee up with, trying to brawl with No Pen. It's all about 1 versus 1 right now. But Alicia with that terrible bounce onto Macheo. I'm not sure if it's a bounce or if it's a miss. But I mean, look at that. Macheo is going to make use of the mobility. And can no, Elysium! Oh my goodness me. He must have his worst game of the night. And he's now down. And No Pen, can he survive for long enough with Macheo now freed up? Oh dear, I think this is APA's game. Ooh, what a turnaround for APA and No Pen with that bounce. Oh my lord. How did APA make this? How did APA succeeded here? Vale, so many crucial bounces, misses. In particular, Elysium, I think he would be throwing his iPad to his wall, and lots of glass shards would be spread out across the carpet floor. But holy mackerel, Vale went on tilt, and it really beat them hard with APA, they must feel really relieved after starting off the game not in a not in a good way. Let's put it in this way. I mean, they didn't start really well. And Vale, those crucial bounces, they were having a good momentum coming into the mid-game phases, but those bounces and perhaps the inability to kill off the one-shots cost the game. And I have to say, sometimes major mistakes like this will cost you the games, no matter how good you were at the start. And in terms of shutting down isolated tanks, and APA didn't really give up when they were in such a terrible position. But that was a turnaround. What a turnaround. I think BDRG-1B is a good tank in tier 5. Really good armor, and against, I mean, the level, the skill level in tier 5 is relatively low compared to tier 10, so you can gamble on a few bounces during the matches. I mean, good armor in general, but I mean, there are weak spots obviously, but I'd say it's actually a decent tank, good gun as well. So now on to Wintermine Novka. Vale, they do not want to go on tilt now. This is going to be the match that they want to focus on. Well, let's head up high, shall we? APA, red team north spawn with Vale, blue team south spawn, and we are now seeing Kirovats. No, I don't know. AP going for C, meanwhile Vale is going for B and C. So let's see what's going to happen with Kiro. Oh, Yennefer boosting upwards. Great idea here. Knocking down the tree. Not spawning up anything on A because Vale is not going there, but I know the idea behind this. But Sinker and Nico already took a hit. Once again, Vale is doing a good job in triple weight hit points at the start, but they have to remember what cost them dearly in the last match. They need to get their shots in, and C is now going to be captured by Osteo, and that means Vale would not have the cap lead, but they have a good hit point pool lead. They have more than 1,000 of hit point pool lead, so they have to wait and chip away more hit points of APA, because APA at the moment will be earning only 5 cap points per second, so there is a lot of time for Vale to punish APA, but APA would definitely not allow Vale to put shots in, so APA needs to stay safe, be good in hold down, and maybe Yennefer could apply more pressure onto A, potentially Kirovat's going for A as well. That could send a signal, but you never know. And now Kirovat is in. Will APA start to make a move on the other side? This is going to be a big question. But if Vale gets A, that means Vale will be under 2 shots and 2 kills away from flipping this cap lead. The cap disadvantage. I mean, and APA already now make a push onto Tustin Killer, and let's follow Tustin Killer for a moment. He's going to receive the brunt of the push, but they're focusing on Tatage first. And it's already taken out swiftly, and that turret almost landed on Van, who would have done a lot of damage. The Tustin Killer is now horrendously isolated, and Vale needs to start killing tanks out of the game. Tustin Killer would not be long for this well, and maybe an AC shell onto Macheo will be enough, and that will be enough. That kill will be very important. It's now going to be a 5 versus 5 for both teams, and Vale retains their hit point pool advantage. Pencil Case now really low. Osteo is now dead, but Pencil Case, Sinker is looking for Pencil Case, and it's going to be a kill for Sinker. And we're now also seeing Yennefer also really low. It's now down to 1 shot. It's now going to be killed by Kirovats, and no, I don't think Vale is going to lose this one unless really bounces. But you can't really bounce onto the 50Bs, right? I mean, especially when they're this exposed. Sinker is now dead. And great shot into... Not a great shot there. It was an HE splash, unfortunately. Nopen's now dead. Reactor's now dead. And Vanu is going to be the last person standing. Veil has got back the mojo. And they are now onto a match point. Van Nu is now the last person standing. APA seems to have lost a bit of their groove, mainly because they lost quite a lot of hit points at the start, and that proved a bit too much for them to handle, especially when Veil is such a competent team. And it's going to be 1-2 now. AP still has a chance, but they need to stop dropping unnecessary hit points at the start. Meanwhile, Veil, great job there. They remind me of HLV on the Asia server, being the Punisher, punishing the slightest of the mistakes, and they didn't let Tilt get over them. And this is a great match once again for Veil. 5 tags to 1 2K, APA only 2 tags to 1 2K. APA needs to group up, and we are now back on Winter Malinovka. So let's see what's going to happen here. APA with going for triple M60 by Ernest, Venue and Reaction. Osseo and Yennefer, double 50B. Kironika, E100 and Macheo in the Vickers Light. Meanwhile, we have Veil going with Elysium in the M60 alongside Nopan and Sasake. Kirovets in the Vickers Light. Pencil Case, E100, Tustin Killer, 1-3 and Val Rider in the Crown Bargain. And let's find out what's going to happen here. And will Veil get the 3rd win over APA and qualify to the finals? And let's see if we actually have results of the Group 2 BPS against Raccoon. And they're still playing at the moment. So this is going to be close. And we are now here. Let's go on. An APA, red team safe spawn with Veil, blue team north spawn. Machale in that Vickers Light will be going for 8, I think. And Veil. Let's see about Kirovets. Going with the heavies, this is not something that is really common, but you never know what Kirovet's idea is with this kind of movement. But AP will get a cap lead this time. That will apply pressure onto Veil, and Veil hasn't chipped away any hit points of APA so far, and C is going to be captured by Veil in no time. And that will put it to within 1 kill away from flipping the cap score. C is now captured, and we are seeing now APA holding near their spawn. Oh, actually we're seeing Ernest and also Reaction pushing the line up a bit, trying to take this position as we will see very soon to prevent Veil from pushing towards the APA spawn. Ernest spotted and turns his turret towards the other way. Has to be really careful though. Once again, AP does not want to lose unnecessary hit points, because already Osseo and Macheo already lost some hit points, and Veil once again will be leading hit points. And if Veil continues like that, what more to say? Veil could get this again, despite being in the hit point disadvantage. And some shots trying to trying to connect, but no. Ernest has his gun up. Not sure what he's doing here, but it's going to be a little bit dull. Veil, in this situation, where do you want to rush? I might say A, actually, but equally great shot from Pencil Case onto Reaction though. So what Veil is trying to do here is trying to stay at where they are, because the cap was going to increased by only 5 points per second, so they have a lot of time. If you do the maths here, let's say AP is going to approach 600 cap points soon, so if you divide it by 5, that would mean Veil still has around 120 seconds, which means 2 minutes to spare. In this 2-minute window, you can do a lot of stuff. You can chip away a lot of hit points of APA. Absolutely, you might have you even have a better idea on where to rush when you have chipped enough hit points of APA. But it seems APA is not allowing Veil to do anything, and they know, they learn from their mistakes, obviously. So it's going to be hard as time goes by. This is going to be increasingly difficult to figure out where to push. But it seems Veil trying hard to punch a hole in where reaction is supposed to be, and APA knows this. APA knows that the weak spot could be on reaction, maybe not A, but they still have tanks there just to make sure that Veil's not rushing to A. And this is going to take into 800-point territory in less than a minute. I would say we'll see a big push coming from Veil soon. And will Veil rush towards APA spawn from the northeastern corner? Only we can find out. Oh no, actually, I think this is actually an even better idea. Elisa trying to snatch B under the nose of APA. APA is actually not positioned to reset B. And I think Elysium got it. Veil got B now. And I think that was a huge overlook from APA. And will Veil take this home? They're now chipping away hit points nicely, but they're also losing some hit points. Maybe AP is now making a push. And we can see here, Hansuke is a bit low. Oh, now we're going for Veil. No pen, and also Tatake and someone behind is going to go for reaction. This is a good move from Veil. They need to get a tank out. Reaction is now dead. They still have 2 caps though, but APA made no hesitation to push on the other side. At least it's now very low, but Yennefer is now killed by Pencil Case, meaning Veil will get the win, bringing it to 3-1 for Veil. Well done, great idea to get B, snatching B under the noses of APA when they realized that not a lot of tanks are near A. What a game that was, and getting 2 bases at the very late stages is always very important, very crucial to your success, and also gives you lots of room to breathe. You don't have to kill all the tanks as soon as possible, but APA needs to, and Veil is able to kill off tanks more quickly than APA does. In the end, APA lost 2 tanks and only killed 1 tank, and Veil won it really nicely. Great job to Veil, and they will go to the final. Well done. Yes, and Fujit, Veil did carry. They did a brilliant job. Thank you for joining my stream. Veil did a good job. Hello there. And let's see about the results of other matches. Okay, here we go. Endgame versus A1M1. And it ends. Oh, they're still playing. It will go to a tiebreaker, I think. Or maybe not. A1M1 Immortals first team against Rap 3 3-1 to Immortals. Well done to Immortals. They are through to the finals already. But absolutely Rap 3 overperformed. No one saw that coming, I would say. I don't think anyone is predicting Rap 3 to even go close to top 16. And Rap BPS versus Raccoon, and it was going to end. They're still playing. It could go to a tiebreaker. Meanwhile, Loka are in the finals. They've beaten Immortal second team 3-0. And meanwhile, we also have Jones versus Raid. Jones won Raid 3-1, and I think this battle for top 4, Jones has the upper hand at the moment. But Raid is already I mean, already getting the cups they need to, so losing against the Jones might not be the worst day ever. So they still have a lot to go. I mean, they at least won one match against Jones, so that's at least a good thing, good sign. But I will actually go to the bathroom and I will come back soon, so please wait for me. I mean, I'm going to update the leaderboard as well, so that means Immortals are through to the final. And also we have Vale as well. Well done to Vale, you've done really well. In the last two matches, it's the Vale we all know and love. Yeah, I think Newbeater was the caller. Oh, interesting. That's something that I didn't know, Bridget. Thank you for saying this. So, I mean, we are seeing EU server, Jones, Immortals, and Loka in the first place, Vale 4th place now, that they have qualified to the final of Route 2. Endgame in the 5th place, we don't know the result yet. BPS, Raid, and A1L were tied in the 5th place, but if Endgame and BPS won, they will exit the 5th. They will throw Raid and A1L to the 7th place. Meanwhile, we have APA and Rackham tied in the 9th place. Potentially, they won't be finishing in the top 8 tonight. So let me have a break, and I'll come back soon, and I'll play. I'll actually analyze some games because there are some really good games to watch. But let's actually maybe look at the Winter North games when I come back.
I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place, so far away. The silence fills my heart with empty space, but now I'm sure of where I'll go from here.
Alright, I'm back. Here we go, I'm back. Yeah, Elysium is sneaky, and yes, you're going to. Whoa, are we going to watch BPS? They have to win, so we don't know yet. So let's actually check the results. Let me find it first. Endgame versus A1N1, and it's going to end 3-2 to Endgame. A1N1 put up a really good fight. I think top 8 is going to be really competitive this season. I think 9 teams are. I think 9 teams are very good, and could be interesting to see which team will get into top in the end. Yup, I think lots of good players are watching at the moment. Thank you very much. BPS versus Rackham. Will we see an upset? Rackham went really close, barely losing to BPS 2-3, and they're now going to be joining Vale in the final. It will be extremely exciting, I have to admit. And this is it. I mean, let's update the table as well, with Endgame and also VPS through. So Group 1 we have Endgame and Immortals first team in the finals, A1N1 and Rep 3 in the match for 3rd place. Group 2 it's going to be BPS versus Vale's first team. The match for 3rd place it will be APA versus Rackham. And finally Group 3 we have Logan versus Jones in the final, and Immortal second team versus Raid in the match for 3rd place. Great. And now I'm going to change it a little bit. So that's not going to be the match we're going to follow. It's going to be BPS versus Fail 1 we're following. I have to mark it correctly. Yeah, I got it correct now. Vale's first team against BPS in the finals. And we will analyze some games, so better be. I will come back soon. Ooh, we have around 40 watching. Great, and that's really great to see. Thank you very much for your support, your fervent support. Let's get above that in the final, shall we? And I will be very happy if we get more than 50 viewers at one point. And that was already going to be a win for me. So anyway, let's get it about 50 viewers for the final match, shall we? And let me find the winter by Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have Vale's logo there. I'm going to include that. Sorry about that, and it should appear in the next one. So bear with me for that. Yes, Ares actually following A1 M1, I think. I don't know. Not sure about this. Okay, let's do some analysis then. Alright, let's see if it's right. Okay, I'm just going to 15 minutes. Brilliant. Here we go, let's analyze. Not this game. Let's go to the winter mind of the game. First game, actually, first. We'll go for this game first and see what Vale has done well here. Well, let's head up high, shall we? APA. Red team north spawn with Vale, blue team south spawn, and we are now seeing Kirovats. No, I don't know. AP going for C, meanwhile Vale is going for B and C. So let's see what's going to happen with Kiro. Oh, Yennefer boosting up. Well, this is actually something that I didn't really see before, but Yennefer now showed it to the world. So what's good about this spot? Spotting whoever's trying to cross there, yeah, and also over to A, mainly over to A, I would say. I think this rock will block the spot over to the middle side, so I won't say you're able to spot whoever's trying to go to B, but at least this is some important information. So Yennefer has been doing, has found a great way to get some spots in. I think some teams can learn from this. Great job here. Let's continue to watch. Well, it's great idea here, knocking down the tree. Not spawning up anything on A because Vale's not going there, but I know the idea behind this. But Sinker and Rika already took a hit. Once again, Vale is doing a good job in chip away and hit points at the start, but they have to remember what cost them dearly in the last match. They need to get their shots in, and C is now going to be captured by Osseo, and that means Vale will not have the cap lead, but they have a good hit point pool lead. They have more than one. And we already saw some tanks losing some hit points over to the corner. Not exactly where you want to lose hit points here, especially when Vale are not really in a aggressive position. So let's continue to watch. 1,000 hit point pool lead, so they have to wait and chip away more hit points of APA, because APA at the moment will be earning only 5 cap points per second, so there is a lot of time for Vale to punish APA, but APA would definitely not allow Vale to put shots in, so APA needs to stay safe, be good in hold down, and maybe Yennefer could apply more pressure onto A, potentially Kirovat's going for A as well. That could send a signal, but you never know. And now Kirovat is in. Will APA start to make a move on the other side? This is going to be a big question. But if Vale gets A, that means Vale will be under 2 kills away from flipping this. Let me just stop here for a moment. I like what APA is trying to achieve here, but they're trying to make a push over to this side. Meanwhile, Vale really not. I'm really worried with those tanks here. Not sure if they can cope with the clip from these tanks. They might lose one tank very quickly, and Ernest is in a weird position, awkward position. So APA needs to really go back to position, defend, hold back as long as they could, while AP try to rotate and pincer Vale in this situation. But what Vale needs to do here, and I think they did it, is that meanwhile these 2 tanks are getting distracted, that means they have numerical advantage on the other side. Unfortunately, Ernest is going to be the tank that is the most obvious to take out. I would go for Osseo instead. Also, reaction is there to do crossfire. So Vale actually is in a tough position. If they push, They must be aggressive, they must be decisive, and they must find a tank to take out, where be it Ernest or Osseo. My personal take will be Osseo, but Ernest is still a good choice because now down to around 1,894 hit points. So I mean, Ernest also in an awkward position, so you can work together to take out that tank and then go for Osseo next, and maybe that Liquor Slide of Yennefer. But Yennefer can simply run away from this, and that means potentially APA will only lose one tank. Meanwhile, Vale would lose 2 tanks, and this is going to be in a situation where, I mean, Vale has a hit point pool. They have more than 1,000, so they are in good advantage in that respect, but numerical advantage wise might not be a good idea. It might not be a good sign, so this is actually going to go really close. So I mean, let's see if we have enough time. We have a lot of time, so let's continue. Cap lead, the cap disadvantage. I mean, an APA already now we can push on to Tusken Killer. I like that they Vale waited a little bit, but when they know that 4 tanks are going to rush Tusken Killer and another tank, they need to start pushing. So yeah, they waited a little bit, but they did need to start moving in order not to lose 2 tanks and not take a tank out of APA. So let's see. And let's follow Tusken Killer for a moment. He's going to receive the brunt of the push, but they're focusing on Tatake first. And it's already taken out. I mean, look at how quickly Tatake was taken out with those clips. Tusken Killer would be like, oh dear. But do note that Macheo is really low, so APA might want to shield Macheo, especially his side and back armor. They are HEMO, and Tusken Killer could kill off Macheo 2 to 3 shots. 2 shots would be optimal. But I would say it's possible. The APA needs to do some hit point push sharing in order not to lose a tank in the rush lineup. And then Ernest is going to go down, so they don't want to lose 2 tanks. And if they lose 2 tanks, that means they rush onto Tatake and Tusken Killer, which would simply be an equal trade. And I mean, they were originally in a hit point disadvantage, so that won't give them a lot of advantage in the end. They also have the caps though, so that might be important in the later stages. We will never know. Let's continue watching. Swiftly, and that turret almost landed on Van. It would have done a lot of damage. The Tusken Killer is now horrendously isolated, and Vale needs to start killing tanks out of the game. And Yennefer, I think that was not a good call not to run away when Vale was trying to push. Especially, I would have gone through this route and tried to go from behind, or even support these tanks here. Because what Yennefer is trying to do now is trying to get themselves, we'll just call you themselves for now, isolated and cornered. And that would be the 3rd tank down potentially. I mean, Macheo now down to a potential 1 HE penetration shot. So APA might have 3 tanks down, and that push on the 2 tanks actually would become a little bit useless. Not that they have made a wrong move. It's more like it's more to do with that middle side near B of APA wasn't really strong enough or robust enough. Tusken Killer would not be long for this world, and maybe an HE shell onto Macheo will be enough, and that will be enough. That kill will be very important. It's now going to be a 5 versus 5 for both teams, and Vale retains their hit point pool advantage. Pencil Case now really low. Osseo is now dead, but Pencil Case, Sinker of Nika is looking for Pencil Case, and it's going to be a kill for Sinker of Nika. And we're now also seeing Yennefer also really low. It's now down to 1 shot. It's now going to be killed by Kirovats, and no, I don't think Vale is going to lose this one. That's really bounces, but you can't really bounce onto the 50Bs, right? I mean, especially when they're this exposed. What do you mean? Now dead. So what do you mean by I like to listen to myself ultimately? But I mean, look at APA. I mean, after they lost a couple of tanks I mean, credits to Vale, they did really well to take out tank stats are really important, especially under a 2 versus 4 situation where you could kill a tank under a huge numerical disadvantage. It actually brings you an advantage in the end, because you know 2 versus 4 on one side means that you might be in the 4 versus 2 on the other side. So if you don't lose a tank there in that 4 versus 2 scenario, and you kill a tank in 2 versus 4 scenario, you might get a gun advantage. So Vale, that kill onto Macheo was very crucial, and that I think was one of the main reasons why Vale won this. And yeah, I have to give credits to the Tastic Killer and also Tatake. Tatake for not flustering, for not panicking at that situation, and especially Tastic Killer landing those important HE shells to the side armor of Macheo. No idea why APA didn't really shield Macheo in the end. I mean, losing a tank there was a bit too much. And great shot into, not a great shot there, it was an HE splash. Unfortunately, Nopen's now dead, Reactor's now dead, and Vanu is going to be the last person standing. Vale has got back the mojo, and they are now onto a match point. Vanu is now the last person standing. APA seems to have lost a bit of their groove, mainly because they lost quite a lot of people at the start, and here we go. Vale won this one, and that was a beautiful game to watch, and I am very sure Fujit will agree with me on this. Brilliant stuff. So let's see, we have enough time left. We don't, so I'm going to go back to the lounge, and we will wait until the room is up, and then we'll get in there. I think the room is up. Yes, the room is up. Oh, 2 minutes remaining. If I remember the wrong time. Oh, 3 minutes, so it should be right, but it doesn't look right, is it? Okay, it looks a bit weird. It shouldn't happen that soon. Oh. Apparently Wargaming changed the time a little bit for the EU server. Well, I have to bear that in mind. Hopefully I don't make that mistake next time. But Asian server, it was different, so. I mean, EPS, they also have Object 3 that could call. But I think CERT is the main one. I don't think that's a CERT. I think this is... No, maybe he's CERT. Gaseo Jones is in Jones, sorry. I kind of forgot about this. Harry, so now BPS triple Crown Vargans, not quite a common lineup now. That Crown Vargans nerfed, double M60, triple M series by Zerd, I suppose. General and Object 3 with F in the Vickers Light, Vale going for double 50Bs by Tastic Killer and Val Rider, and Pencil Case in the M60 alongside Elysium and Tatake. Kirovets in the Vickers Light and Nopen in the E100. So only around 40 seconds to go, and we'll go into the first match on Normandy. And I forgot to change the screen, almost. This is the lineup. In 5 seconds, you will not see the lineup. And you will see it once again after a few seconds. Go in. 10 seconds. We are Normandy. If you haven't voted already, vote now. I'm not sure if the poll is going to close after the first match. Maybe I will let it run for the second match from my end too. So make sure to leave your answer here. Let's go with BPS. Red team on the south spawn, Vale, blue team on the north spawn. Let's look at F at the moment. Looking to get into C, suppose. Get the cap there. And it's going to be case C. Will be captured by BPS at the start, meaning Vale would once again be under a cap disadvantage, and this is always what they were doing back in the games against APA. C is captured and D will be captured by Elysium soon, and that means Vale will be 1 kill away from flipping the cappers back to their favor. Okay, Rolling Sword's doing Jones versus Loka, and Avery should be doing A1N1 versus Immortals first team, I think. Let's see what's going to happen here. Vale's still holding off, but look at Nopan already. Nopan, great shot into Zerd. And that Mouse, very aggressive. We don't see Mouse that often on the Normandy, mainly because Mouse is pretty, pretty tall, and Normandy's pretty open as a map. Great shot into Zerd. Object 3 or double tap into Nopan, but I think Zerd taking so many damage at the start means that Vale will have the hit point pool advantage. I always mess up hit point pool advantage, cap point advantage, and also gun advantage. So please forgive me if I keep on if I keep on mixing up the terms. And we are now seeing BPS rotating. Maybe they're going for A. A is always an important cap. If you're under a cap advantage, always will be on A. This is the cap that is easier to cap than B. B is just too exposed. You might have the houses to shield, but you're going to get crossfire from C, as you can see, and also from this area, so you can't really get B. The only thing you could do is on A. You might be able to get A with the terrain near here, but already Vale took some hits. Nopan already took quite some hits, so hit points are now neck and neck. BPS has done a great job in conserving hit points. Actually, they are now having a hit point advantage, but Vale is now making a huge press move near C, and BPS will be definitely feeling the pressure. The Crown Vargas might be flanking from the other side, looking to apply another round of pressure to Vale. Playmaker is now down to 1 shot. This is going to descend into entropy, but Vale has the hit point advantage, so a lot of stuff is happening on all the sides. We don't want to be too distracted, but let's look at Take now. Take is looking to put a good shot into General. General's track is now fixed. Get tracked for a little bit. So Zerd is now dead. And we are also seeing now Kirovet is going to be killed by BPS forces. Oh my goodness me! F is killed. That is an important kill right here. 2 versus 3. This would be the game changer, I would say. Object 3 is going to be the next tag down, potentially the focus fire. The isolation, more to do with isolation for Vale, is working tremendously well. General is now dead, meaning it's going to be a 2 versus 1 here. Kirovet's now down, but they have done an amazing job, despite being a hit point the numerical disadvantage. And Vale, obviously, with more guns near C, is able to be more comfortable in clearing the tanks out, in particular when BPS wasn't very consolidated. Pencil Case looking to put a shot into Radicoso. It is! And that will wrap up the heroics of both Kirovats and also Pencil Case. And Jack Grandma. What is this username? Falrider, what have you done? I don't say that's a good move you've done right here. Elysium's reloaded and he will be looking to shut down Czech Grammar, but it's going to be Tatake getting the kill steal. So Elysium might be trying to punish Tatake for the kill steal, but it doesn't really matter because it's all about winning, not getting kills or damage. Remember, it's tournaments, and we're seeing Veil with 4 tanks doing more than 2k BPS, 2 tanks doing more than 2k. Great start for Veil, and I like that Veil pressured BPS really nicely, and more to do, and then 2 versus 3, it worked out very well for Veil. Well done. And let's look at we are now on to the second match on Normandy. Veil 1-0 to BPS. Hello Blue, how are you doing? And we don't have a lot of votes, no, only 12, as I'm seeing right now. So, not a lot of participation, sad. BPS triple Crown Bargains once again. It didn't quite work out last time, so will it work this time? We'll find out soon, but I think they are going for the same setup, except for Zert going for a nice one instead, I think this is going to be the only tank change for the BPS team. Then Veil dropping the mouse, and now going for El No-Pen and the M6U instead. They're going for 4 of that tank. Elysium, No-Pen, Valrider, Tatake, quadruple M6Us. Pyrovats, Vickers Light, and Pentacase Kramvag with Tustin Killer in the WZ13, and they have done amazingly well in the last match. Can they do it this match as well? We'll find out soon, around 2 seconds. Bring out the transition. Have I forgot to change screen? Almost. Oh, that's set up right now. BPS red team on the north spawn with Veil blue team on the south spawn. If is actually going for a quick cap on D, and the plane's going to crash near B all the time. I think it's just a stunt. The pilots probably parachuted somewhere else, so not a big deal. No pilots are harmed in the making of this stream. D will be captured by F, and now we're going to be seeing Valrider and Tatake. I can't find my button, but that doesn't sound appropriate, isn't it? C is going to be captured by Veil. And once again, they're under a cap point disadvantage, but that doesn't seem to scare them at all. A lot of the wins came from them under a cap point disadvantage. Maybe they were equipped to work under this sort of situation. So we have to see what Veil is going to do when they have a cap lead. Sometimes when you train too much in a situation whereby you don't have a lot of cap lead, sometimes you forget how to defend. And that I saw a lot with a lot of clients, so hopefully Veil is not one of them. And I know Veil is much better than that, so let's find out what Veil is going to do. Once again, this time, this is a 4 cap map, so the cap point is going to increase even more slowly. As you can see, 3 cap points per second. If you do the maps here, and BB is trying to get A, let's see if Czech Grammar is going to get reset. Oh, no one is there. Czech Grammar could get A unchallenged. And that won't be good news for Veil, totally. And they might want to get aggressive there. Now trying to get aggressive near the crater. And I would say, before the capture of A, then you'll be expecting more than 3 minutes of waiting time. Veil could do a lot of amazing stuff in chipping away the hit points in this situation. But BPS, I think this is a good move from them. They're now going to push near the middle. They don't. Veil doesn't have the numerical advantage. Meanwhile, Veil is trying to push, trying to flank from behind, but BPS just swarming to the middle side, and the F is now dead in the Vickers Lights, the sacrificial lamb. But BPS still has a solid hit point pool advantage. They also killed Tatake as well. Valrider is going to be the next tank down potentially. Veil actually might have a comeback here. BPS, that push originally was a good idea, but it seems Veil has survived for way too long. 2 tanks there survived for a long time. They've killed Valrider as well. 6 versus 4. Cap points are now in favor of Veil. They have 3 of that now. But BPS, they still have tanks alive. At least it is now going to die. And Veil, they need to kill the very low hit point targets now before the disadvantage is going to be too much for them to handle. With also General now that finally 5 versus 3, but will it be enough? Hit points still in huge favor of BPS, and you will be forgiven to say that BPS is going to win this one definitely, but you never know. And Zerd is now dead. Task to kill is still really healthy. Great shot into Object 3. Now down to a 1-shot. Jack Grammar will be able to kill off Task the Killer, bringing it to a 4-2 now. Kiravat's great shot onto Object 3. I don't think there is a chance here. Veil almost half the hit points of BPS. And BPS is going to get B. Cap points will be still with BPS. And BPS looking for a no pen. Play with a great first shot and great kill onto Radicoso, but will that be a consolation prize here? El Nopen is now very low, very unhealthy, killed by Playmaker, leaving Kirovets the last person standing. I mean, we can follow Kirovets for now. Great shot into Jack Grammar, but I don't think he is going to make it. Especially when Jack Grammar is going to spot out Kirovets. Kirovets he can only leave or stay here to get shut down by more tanks here. Great shot into Jack Grammar, dropping the adrenaline, but will that be enough? He's now down to potentially a 1-shot. Jack Grammar could ram and do a damage, and great shot here. But BPS got C as well, so even if BPS for some reason can't kill off Kirovets, they will win by caps, but they did kill off Kirovets. It's now going to be 2-1. No, 1-1 for both teams. Great job to BPS. I like that BPS tries to make a rush near the middle, but it almost backfired when they weren't quick enough to kill the tanks of Veil. Veil, on the other hand, didn't quite really follow up of BPS push, and they were still somewhat separated, I believe. So they have 3 tanks doing more than 2k, but BPS 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and those tanks did 7 kills in total, so well into BPS, and it's now 1-1. Okay, I believe that's no. Well, let me just change that one real quick. This should work now. Sorry that the scoreline wasn't updating. It should update now, and it should show more now. So sorry that the scoreline was not updated. Here we go, we're now on to Canal. And this is a totally different map. We are talking about cap play being very important. And if Veil doesn't get a cap lead this time, they are going to do a lot harder than the previous matches. So let's see who is going to get a cap lead here. And BPS is going to start from the weaker side. The reason why I'm saying it's the weaker side is because C, is really hard to get. B is slightly easier, so I think it's north side being the more advantageous side. And Kirovat's going for D, and Veil's actually doing the counter strat rather than the usual AB strat there that they're closer to. BPS, that's because B is closer to A and C is closer to D. So when you're spawning from the north side, you want to go for AB if you want to play for the caps, and for the south side, C and D. And here we go. F is trying to run away, but I think it should be fine. Took a hit, but hit doesn't really matter much, especially when you're this early, and especially when you put a shot into Tatake. It's gonna be close. BPS still has a slight hit point advantage. Now, when I meant code, I mean the scoreboard and also the clan logos and also everything. And Veil's logo should show up nicely and nice and clear now. No bonus code, sorry. We are talking about the code as in programming, not bonus codes. You son of a biscuit. But Zerd is pulling back. And you guys are jinxing BPS to win. So will Veil surprise us all with a good victory? We'll find out soon. And I'm very sure that where did that happen? F took a big hit. I missed that. I completely missed that, but F would not be happy about that. They still have the hit point pool lead, however, because at least you kept Tastic Killer and Tataki took some hits. But Veil this time they have the cap lead, so interesting to see how they're going to defend that. But usually what happens, oh, BPS trying to get A, but it was so late. So BPS, not only do they need to kill one tank, and they also need to get a cap, but also they have to make sure they don't lose the tank trying to go into C. So this is actually a very tough job indeed for BPS. And here we go. It's going to be a stellar game so far, but BPS is now lurking through from their spawn, and nothing much is happening. It's silent. It's not Christmas though, so we are not playing Silent Night just yet. But it's getting really slow. I mean, the pace is really slow because both teams only have one cap, so the cap increases just three cap points per second. And if you could do the maths, 400 cap points, let's say, if I mean, let's do 420 so that it's divisible by 3. I mean, why not? Why make ourselves hard? That doesn't sound appropriate at all, but I mean, if you do the maths, 420 cap points to spare, 3 cap points per second. If you do the maths right now, 420, that means 140 cap points, 140 seconds to spare. That's more than 2 minutes. Oh my lord! Kirovats! Oh no! Oh, Grillers of BPS didn't realize they're taking 2 of them. Oh, that must be painful. Oh no. Oh no. Kirovats, I'm so sorry. And BPS now gets C, so they could overtake in the cap points maybe soon. It was closer than I thought. I mean, the last match on Normandy, I know what match you're talking about. Oh wow. BP is now getting C. Radicoso receiving an HE splash. While Riders getting the pressure from BPS. BPS is gaining good momentum here. They will get a cap lead soon, but they have a substantial hit point pool advantage. Are they feeling a bit daring now? They're trying to fight from behind. Elysium in deep trouble, rushed by 2 tanks, Radicoso and Zerd working in tandem on Elysium. It will be killed by Radicoso with Kirovats now dead. Ev is also killed. Veil, I don't know. Vansuke is going to go down soon. And can he land some shells onto Zerd? Or is he going to land shells into Gorilla? Gorilla's going to land that shell into Pencil Case. It is going to be the case. But he is able to put the entire clip into Gorilla. And that is very important. But will that be enough though? Because now BPS have the cap lead. And they still has a substantial hit point advantage. But then General and also Playmaker are now isolated. So they need to kill those tanks fast. But our Rider got shut down quickly by Object 3. Wow, 6 versus 3 right now, and BPS is looking strong, good than ever. El Nopa's trying to brawl with Object 3, but maybe one HE shell could do the job. Task Killer is now dead, and Tatake gets rammed by Playmaker with no pen, getting killed by General. Well done to BPS. Didn't fluster at all when they don't have the hit point cap advantage, and under huge cap disadvantage as well. I think everything flipped when Kirovats trying to get some spots, only to be met by those gorillas lurking from the spawn. And oh my lord, did Kirovats lose a ton of damage, rendering Kirovats technically a dead tank. And he could only put out less than 1,000 damage, and Veil 2 tanks doing more than 2,000 damage. I think they might have to refigure out how their defensive positioning, and especially when they give up. I don't say they given up that enemy spawn, but I would have preferred that Veil went to that spawn as well, because that was so important, and especially when BPS was able to be in a good positions to shut that down. And now it's gonna be 2-1 for BPS. I have to ready up before I forgot. 2-1. And now we will seeing BPS dropping the double gorillas, going for Object 3 in his most favorite tank, the Object 268. And F going for E50M with Zerd and also Radek in double Crown Bargain. Chak in the T125, double M60 by General and Playmaker. Veil on the other hand, double M60s by Elysium and Pencil Case. Double T125s by Farida and Tatake, Task Killer in the WZ13, and we also have Kirovat's interesting TVP. No pen in Vegas Light. I'm always saying jinx when the poll results come up, because when Veil wins, I am free from the blame. It's all because of the audience that the jinx happened. So because I was known as the jinx god, so if Veil wins this time, Veil wins in the end. Not me. I am innocent. But at the moment BPS is leading, so at the moment the audience is right. I mean, we have a saying, the customers are always right. So you are the customers, and you seem to be always right. So let's find out soon. BPS red team on the north spawn with Veil blue team on the south spawn. We're seeing F going to this bush. Interesting position to spot. Spot off our rider. Oh, great shot here from F here. Good. And but Radek. Veil knows their stuff, but Pencil Case took a big hit trying to get in position to shut down Radicoso. Radicoso originally lost some hit points, but it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem because Veil lost even more hit points. And BPS will get a cap lead this time, but I have a feeling this is going to pan out like the way that Quick against APA, I mean, like the match of Quick versus APA. I mean, Quick tried to cap C, but couldn't quite do so, because, as I said, C is really hard to capture. You, the left side of the circle and the right side of the circle, the teams have now figured out a way to reset them, so you can't really do that now. So, oh, shots trying to go to F. Couldn't quite connect though. The hit points are still in favor of BPS, but if I were Veil, but I don't think they know where all the tanks of BPS are positioned, but I would fancy a gamble and rush F. I mean, Object 3 can't hurt much, right? I mean, doesn't have a lot of hit points. The longer Object 3 stays on the battlefield, the more dangerous he is. And already, BPS is trying to shut down Elysium because he is absolutely isolated. So absolutely the best opportunity to for Veil to rush onto F. But it seems Tastikill is the only one doing that. And I mean, BPS already killed Elysium. The hit points are in huge favor of BPS right now. And Tastikill is not getting helped at all. I think that was a huge misplay by Veil here. General's now killed. And this is going to be 6 versus 5. Oh, Kirovets took a big hit. And check Ram is going to kill Pencil Case. And not going to Ram kill that though. Pencil Case is killed. Valrad is killed. It's now going to be a 6 versus 3 with Kirovets now really low. That TVP. Tatake and no pen. Looking for potentially Object 3 and F. No pen got up there. And tries to kill off F here. And I think that's an interesting route to take, but I think you can't really save a lot of hit points no matter which route you're taking. But F will kill off No Pan, leaving Tatake the last person standing. And great shot from Object 3 onto Tatake. And Playmaker will kill off Tatake, bringing it to 3-1. And this, I think, is the least good match. Let's put it this way. Let's be positive. The least good match from Veil so far tonight, and I think it's to do with two. I don't think Elysium was the mistake here. I don't think he can pull back. I would say if he pulls back, he might be able to not get himself isolated and get Veil into really tough situations. But I think the bigger problem is Tastikill. Not his fault though, but his tanks behind him. I would have fancied that Tastikill to rush with some tanks because it was a 1 versus 2. I'm not sure if they know that though. But if they know that, then absolutely by no means they should rush with only 1 tank. 2 or 3 would do the job better. I think they will try and stay there to support Elysium, but I don't think that quite worked out in the way they did. And BPS simply applied pressure as always. Approach this one relatively slowly because they also have the cap lead. They just completely crumbled Veil, and we are now on support bay. Object is using his favorite tank, yeah, but BPS now going for a double 4202. Interesting call. I'm very sure these FE4202s would take the hash, not the heat. You would only take hit in the situation that you're playing in randoms, that you have absolutely no confidence in your teammate at all, that those tanks are going to spot for you, and you were able to flank from behind safely. And that's just what F42 is really good at, flanking from behind, because the hash. Oh my F! No! He just unready himself, but he's still in the game, so. Oh my gosh, that was a terrible scare right here. It could have gone terribly wrong. There we go. Oh wow. I would have fancied a combination of one FE42 and one Vickers Light. That Vickers Light to give information for 4202 to flank. But with 2 4202s, I'm not sure how this is going to work. And they're trying to spam the E accents. Please don't. I don't know why someone would play TVP this season, because it's the season of Clippers. So this is why you want to play the TVP. It's really good. With that, you could unleash a lot of damage with that tank in a short period of time. And not really other tank could do this apart from maybe the Batchat and perhaps the projectile, but no one uses projectile nowadays, so that doesn't really count, right? Zerd is going to get B at the same time, so BPS will apply pressure onto Veil. Thank you, Layla, for this Is there something wrong with the graphic though? Please tell me it isn't. I mean, let me just double check with me, the chat. I hope everything is right, because that doesn't sound right here. Vale currently, blue team, still holding, but they have to be quick because this time 10 cap points of increase. So if you do the maths, easy maths, 400 more cap points, so 40 seconds more. You have 40 seconds to react, and that is going to elicit most of the time a quick response, and often not the most coordinated one. And Elysium took a big hit here. 2 XG. Good, thank you Naila for saying the graphics look good. So good, everything is working well. We're now seeing BPS Valrider. They have to act quickly, so BPS is going to take into 800 cap points soon, and they only have 20 seconds to act. Around 20 seconds, if they don't make a move now, BPS is going to win by caps, and BPS is just sitting really deep, and Playmaker on near the container. Vale is all or nothing now. Is all or nothing. They need to get those kills. They need to get everything sorted. They're trying to go for A. A might be captured by Pensacase, but is that going to be enough? Because Pensacase took a big hit here, and Elysium also is quite low, as Zerd is looking for the wrong tank, I think. I don't think A could be captured, but B could. They could get B, but they're under a huge hit point disadvantage. Pensacase is going to go down. Kill Reverse is down. It's now going to be BPS with 1,000 cap points. Those 2 kills are enough. And Amorex and Valrider. That was an unnecessary Amorex. But Vale, not really knowing what to do with this situation. Tatake, I think pretty much Vale got a bit too tired now. BPS simply is miles ahead in this one. They got 2 caps, they defended really nicely, and they allowed no room for Vale to rotate basically. And Vale was forced to react quickly. As I said, they have less than a minute to react, and then in this time period, they have to work out how to rotate, and often this is really down to the experience you have with this map, and also where you know where the tanks of BPS are, and whether you have chipped enough hit points away from BPS. So Vale, they were in a huge disadvantage, and nothing much they could do from this one. So credits to BPS, they played really well in this match. And Vale, I won't say this is the worst match, because there is nothing much Vale could do apart from maybe refiguring out how to reset B. Maybe this is something that they could fix, but other than that, it's pretty much a lost cause at this point when you are down by when it's a 10 cap point of increase for BPS and you are chipping a lot of hit points away from BPS. And commiserations to Vale, and well done to BPS 4-1 here. Yeah, I would say a miscommunication there. Or maybe they haven't figured out that there were 2 tanks there. It looks really strange for me, and I think it could have gone differently had Tustin Killer been well supported by his teammates. It looked really weird for me. But we know the results. 4-1 for BPS, so well done here. And they are going to win Group 2 tonight. And we will check the other results, and I will end the stream immediately if there are games happening, because let's go and watch the other streams. I mean, why not? Okay, let's go. And we are seeing Endgame versus Immortals, and it ends 4-0 for Endgame. Wow. That is not expected, but Endgame did really well tonight so far, and A1N1 versus Rep 3. A1N1 won Rep 3 4-2, so definitely Rep 3 are in contention. I think they are definitely. I think they look pretty strong for top 16. But are they able to go further than that and get top 8? We'll find out soon. Rackham versus APA, what's going to be the result in the end? Rackham lost to APA 2-4. Well done to APA, they will be getting the 3rd place and they will be ahead of Rackham in terms of cups in the 9th place, I think. And finally we have Luca versus Jones. That will be streamed by Rolling Swarm, the most exciting one, and they are still playing, so chop chop, go to Rolling Swarm stream right now if you're still watching this stream and you're not doing right. Raid won against Immortals second team 4-1, and this is it. Thank you all for watching, and I will be updating everything after everything is set, so thank you all, and I will see you in Rolling Swarm stream. I hope it's going to go to a tiebreaker. Why not? So well done to everyone, and I'm not going to update the leader, but I will do that